All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're not talking about charts, we're not talking about fancy indicators or some secret strategy. Nope, we're talking about the real battlefield. That space right between your ears. This is all about the psychology that can either make you or break you as a trader.
And let's just start with this hard-hitting truth, because it's really the foundation for everything we're about to unpack. I mean, this isn't just some quote. For a lot of people, this one sentence explains years of frustration. That endless search for the perfect strategy, it's usually just a big distraction. The real key is learning how to master yourself.
And I want you to be honest with yourself for a second. Has this ever happened to you? You did all your homework. The setup looks absolutely perfect. It checks every single one of your boxes, and you still somehow walked away with a loss? You know, maybe you jumped the gun, or you hesitated and got a bad entry, or you moved your stop loss just in case. If that sounds even a little bit familiar,
then you are in the right place, because we're about to break down exactly why that happens, and way more importantly, what you can actually do about it.
Okay, so let's just tear down the biggest myth in all of trading. You've probably been told forever that if you could just find the right system, the right set of rules, you'd finally make money. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's not the whole picture, not even close.
Look at this. This totally flips the script on where most traders put all their time and energy. You see, new traders spend probably 80% of their time hunting for that magic strategy. But the pros, they get it. They understand this pie chart right here. 80% of your results come from your mindset. Your strategy, that's just the other 20%. It's the tool, sure, but you're the one who has to use it.
And this is why. These four things right here are the silent killers of trading accounts. Fear makes you cut your winning trades way too short. Greed makes you hold on to your losers for way too long, hoping they'll turn around. Impatience, that makes you force trades that just aren't there. And ego. Oh, ego makes you refuse to admit you were wrong, and that's how you turn a nice, small, manageable loss into an absolute catastrophe.
So why is this stuff so hard? I mean, why are we always wrestling with these emotions? Well, when you think about it, trading is kind of an unfair fight. You're bringing a human brain, one that's hardwired for survival in the real world, to a battlefield that's purely about numbers and probabilities.
This really lays out the core conflict, doesn't it? On one side, you've got your brain. It craves action, it wants excitement, it wants that instant gratification, that little dopamine hit. But then you have the market, and the market couldn't care less about your feelings. The market rewards the complete opposite, the discipline to do nothing, the patience to wait for the perfect pitch, and the dedication to follow a process over and over and over again.
In that internal tug of war, that is the direct cause of all of our worst habits. You overtrade because waiting feels boring. You chase those crazy breakouts because of FOMO, the fear of missing out. And you revenge trade because your ego just can't stand taking a loss. See, it's your brain trying to get what it wants, not what the market demands.
Let's boil it down to the three biggest mistakes we all make. First, trading just to feel something. You know, forcing a trade because you're bored and there's nothing else to do. Second, letting your ego write the checks. Moving your stop loss because you just can't accept being wrong. And third, focusing on the money from one trade instead of just flawlessly executing your plan over hundreds of trades.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's frustrating, it's real, we've all been there. So what's the solution? We have to completely shift our thinking. We have to stop thinking like an amateur and start adopting the mindset of a professional.
And here's the big secret. The professional's playbook is actually pretty boring. Yeah, I said it. It's all about consistency, not about getting your heart pounding. It's the same risk, the same size, the same routine, day in and day out. Pros aren't looking for a thrill ride. They are executing a business plan, like a machine.
and this really gets to the heart of it. This is a huge difference in philosophy. You see, the amateur trader is swinging for a home run on every single trade. The professional, they're just trying to get on base. They're just trying to make sure they're still in the game tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. Their number one goal isn't profit, it's survival.
Okay, let's make this super practical. This is your action plan. And these aren't just, suggestions. These are the absolute non-negotiable rules for surviving and actually thriving in the market long term.
We need to burn these into our brains. Rule number 1, if your A+ setup isn't there, you do nothing. You sit on your hands. Simple. Rule 2, the outcome of any single trade is random and meaningless. Stop obsessing over it. Focus on the next 100 trades. Rule 3, and this one is a total game changer. A small loss isn't a failure.
It's a success because it means you followed your plan. And finally, Rule 4. Before you even think about making money, your main job, your only job, is to protect the capital you have.
Just let that one sink in for a minute. If you can truly, deeply internalize this one idea, it will change your entire trading career. It literally shifts your goal from being right to being disciplined. And guess what? Discipline is what pays the bills in this game.
And you have to start thinking on this timeline. Seriously, stop judging how you're doing based on one good day or one bad week. It's all just market noise. Real, sustainable success in this business isn't built in days or weeks. It is built over years, years of consistent, boring, disciplined execution.
So, here it is, the ultimate takeaway from all of this. It's actually pretty simple. Stop looking for a new strategy. Stop buying that next new indicator. The system you have is probably good enough. The real work isn't on your charts, it's on you. You master your fear, your greed, your ego, and you unlock the potential that's been there the whole time.
And that brings us right here to the final, most important question, the choice that every single trader has to make. Do you want the excitement, the dopamine rush that almost always ends with a blown-up account? Or are you willing to be boring, to become profitable? Are you willing to embrace the slow, steady, disciplined process that actually builds wealth? At the end of the day, that choice is yours.